Now, I'm sure that you have seen, dealerships that have had success with the system, and the dealerships haven't had success with the system. I'm always kind of curious, and I'm always looking for patterns, right?
Okay.
All right. What do you see out there in the dealerships that are successful, right, in utilizing the system? What makes them unique?
They have a consistent, repeatable process. Hands down.
Yeah. Regardless if it's old or new, it's still consistent, right?
Yeah. So we come into, we offer a very, very customizable solution, which is good and bad.
Yeah.
On one hand, you can do whatever you want. But now that bites you in the foot when you jump into a store that has 6 desk managers, and every desk manager has their own way of serving a first pencil.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Right? So your salesman never gets good at how they're selling the car. Because every time they're getting different instructions, they're getting a different sheet of paper. They don't get really good and really natural at what they're saying, because they're constantly changing it depending on who's on shift, right?
So that makes sense. Best practice is you got to make whatever process you commit to, old or new. Not a fan of the old one. Yeah. I can do a whole episode just on that. But you have to be consistent, right? Because if you're not consistent in that payment presentation, then you'll never know actually the effectiveness of that process, right? If, like you said,
can measure it at that point.
Yeah, well, exactly. You can actually measure its effectiveness, and then we can start to change and adapt. That is one thing, now since we're kind of on the topic of kind of best practices of what I've seen with dealerships that have been really successful with this, that is true, that they are very consistent in those efforts, but their willingness to change the process, to improve their results, is also very obvious at the dealership level.
Absolutely.